so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
First down, Winston. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Jameis now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Mike Evans is exactly what you're looking for in a receiver in today's NFL. Big, quick, can flat-out run, but makes great adjustments when the ball is in the air. Ranked number 3 last year in receiving yards, 1,000 yards receiving.
Terrence Williams, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terrence Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson caught left side, Hopkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Here's one of the most precise route runners at any position.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.